Jed York was born in 1980 in Youngstown, Ohio, into a family that was already deeply connected to professional sports. His family became closely associated with the San Francisco 49ers, one of the most recognizable franchises in the National Football League. Growing up around the organization gave York an unusual opportunity. From an early age, he could see that professional football was not only about what happened on the field. Behind every game was a large business involving players, coaches, stadiums, sponsors, television networks, employees, and millions of fans. This early exposure helped York understand the relationship between sports and business. However, he still needed his own education and experience. York attended the University of Notre Dame, where he studied finance and history. His finance education was particularly useful for a future career in professional sports because running a major franchise requires an understanding of investments, budgets, revenue, and long-term financial planning. After graduating, York entered the family business and began gaining practical experience. Rather than immediately taking complete control of the 49ers, he gradually moved into positions with greater responsibility. This gave him the opportunity to learn how a professional sports organization operates from the inside. He learned about the business side of the franchise, including marketing, sponsorships, organizational management, and long-term planning. In 2008, York became CEO of the San Francisco 49ers. The appointment was a major step in his career. At the time, York was relatively young compared with many executives leading major professional sports organizations. He was suddenly responsible for helping manage one of the most valuable and recognizable teams in American football. His responsibilities went far beyond choosing players or making football decisions. As CEO, York had to think about the entire organization. He needed to consider how the team could increase revenue, improve the fan experience, develop commercial partnerships, and build a stronger organization for the future. One of the major projects during his leadership was the development of Levi Stadium. The stadium opened in 2014 and became an important part of the 49ers' business strategy. A modern NFL stadium can generate revenue through ticket sales, luxury suites, sponsorships, hospitality, concessions, and major events. For York, the stadium represented more than a place where football games were played. It was a long-term business asset. His early career therefore helped shape the philosophy that would define his leadership. Professional sports can be both a competitive industry and a major business. York's journey can be summarized as family, sports connections, finance, education, business experience, 49ers leadership, CEO. The important lesson from his beginning is that opportunity can open a door, but education, experience, and responsibility are necessary to turn that opportunity into long-term success. When Jed York became CEO of the San Francisco 49ers in 2008, his responsibilities went far beyond the football field. His job was not simply to support the team as sporting operations. He also had to help develop the 49ers as a modern business and entertainment organization. York understood that a successful sports franchise needs several different sources of revenue. The team could make money from ticket sales, sponsorships, media rights, merchandise, hospitality, and stadium events. Developing these areas could strengthen the organization even when the team's performance changed from season to season. One of the most important projects during York's leadership was the development of Levi Stadium. The stadium opened in 2014 in Santa Clara, California, replacing the 49ers' former home at Candlestick Park. For the organization, the new stadium represented a major long-term investment. Modern NFL stadiums are designed to generate revenue throughout the year, not only during football games. Levi Stadium created opportunities through regular season games, premium seating, luxury suites, hospitality, concessions, sponsorships, and large entertainment events. Premium seating became particularly important. Companies and wealthy fans can pay significantly more for luxury suites and premium experiences than for ordinary tickets. This allows a successful NFL organization to generate additional revenue from the same event. The stadium also created opportunities for major events beyond 49ers games. This helped York develop the idea of the franchise as a broader entertainment business. The 49ers were not simply selling football, they were selling experiences, media content, hospitality, and a global sports brand. Sponsorships became another important part of the strategy. Large companies want to associate themselves with successful sports organizations because professional teams provide access to millions of fans. The 49ers can offer sponsors exposure through stadium advertising, broadcasts, digital platforms, social media, and other commercial activities. York's long-term strategy was therefore based on building a stronger ecosystem around the team. The formula was football fans, media attention, sponsorships, events, revenue, brand growth. Another important development came in 2024 when York became the 49ers' principal owner. This strengthened his position within the organization and gave him even greater influence over its long-term direction. Becoming principal owner represented the continuation of a career that had progressed from working within the family sports business to becoming one of the key decision-makers of the franchise. York's approach demonstrates an important principle of sports business. Winning games is extremely important, but a valuable franchise also needs strong infrastructure, commercial partnerships, fan engagement, and financial planning. The 49ers' business strategy under York therefore focused on creating value both on and off the field. His career can be summarized as led the team invest in infrastructure, increase revenue opportunities, build the brand strength and ownership. The biggest lesson is that a professional sports franchise becomes stronger when sporting success and business development work together. Jed York's business career eventually expanded beyond American football. Through 49ers Enterprises, the investment arm connected to the San Francisco 49ers, the organization began developing interests in European football. This represented an important change in strategy. The 49ers had already built a powerful business in the NFL, but European football offered access to different markets, audiences, and revenue opportunities. One of the most important investments was Leeds United, an English football club with a long history and a large international fan base. The 49ers' involvement with Leeds gave York and his business partners exposure to the Premier League, one of the most commercially valuable football competitions in the world. The organization also became involved with Rangers, one of Scotland's most historic football clubs. These investments created a broader sports portfolio. Instead of concentrating entirely on one American football franchise, York became connected to multiple football organizations operating in different countries. This approach can reduce dependence on a single sports market. The NFL and European football have different schedules, audiences, broadcasting systems, and commercial structures. That creates opportunities for diversification. European football clubs can generate revenue through several major sources. The first is broadcasting rights. Television networks and streaming platforms pay large amounts for the right to show football matches. Successful clubs can benefit from domestic and international broadcasting agreements. The second source is ticket sales. Popular clubs can attract large crowds throughout an entire season. Matchday income can include ordinary tickets, premium seating, hospitality, and stadium concessions. The third source is sponsorship and commercial partnerships. Global companies often want to associate themselves with famous football clubs because those clubs have millions of supporters around the world. Merchandise is another important source. Fans purchase shirts, scarves, training equipment, and other products connected to their clubs. There is also a unique element in European football: player transfers. Clubs can generate significant income by developing players and later selling them to other teams. This creates a business model that is different from American professional sports. York's involvement in European football therefore gives him exposure to a completely different sports economy. The strategy can be summarized as NFL ownership, international investment, European football, multiple markets, diversified sports portfolio. The expansion also has a branding advantage. The 49ers brand can become connected with international football audiences, while European clubs can benefit from the business expertise, commercial relationships, and global sports experience associated with the American organization. For York, this is not simply about owning football clubs. It is about understanding how sports organizations can become global entertainment and investment businesses. The bigger vision is to build value across multiple teams, countries, and competitions. His strategy demonstrates an important business principle: Do not depend on one market when you can build a diversified portfolio of valuable assets. By expanding from the NFL into European football, York transformed his career from managing one major American sports franchise into participating in a broader international sports business. Jed York's wealth and financial influence come primarily from sports ownership and investment rather than from a traditional executive salary. This is an important difference. Many business leaders earn most of their income from salaries, bonuses, or company shares. Sports owners, however, often build wealth through the increasing value of the teams they own. York's largest asset is his ownership position in the San Francisco 49ers, one of the most valuable franchises in the National Football League. NFL teams have increased dramatically in value over the past several decades because of growing media rights, sponsorships, ticket demand, and the popularity of professional football. The 49ers also own important business assets such as Levi Stadium, which creates additional revenue opportunities. Beyond American football, York's involvement in Leeds United and Rangers provides exposure to major European football markets. This creates a more diversified sports portfolio. The business model can be summarized as team ownership, media rights, tickets, sponsorships, merchandise, stadium revenue, franchise growth. Media rights are one of the most valuable parts of modern sports. Television networks and streaming companies pay billions of dollars for sports content because live games attract large audiences. The NFL benefits from some of the most valuable broadcasting agreements in the world, while European football also generates significant media income. Ticket sales remain another major source of revenue. Fans purchase tickets, premium seating, hospitality packages, and other experiences connected to live events. A modern stadium can generate income through luxury suites, food, beverages, and corporate entertainment. Sponsorships are also important. Large companies want their brands connected with successful sports organizations because teams offer access to millions of fans. Merchandise creates another stream of revenue. Fans purchase jerseys, clothing, and other products connected to their favorite teams. However, sports ownership is not only about revenue, it also involves major expenses. Teams spend large amounts on player contracts, coaching staffs, travel, stadium operations, technology, administration, and infrastructure. Maintaining a modern sports organization requires continuous investment. This is why long-term thinking is so important. The biggest financial advantage of sports ownership is that successful franchises can appreciate significantly over time. A team purchased or inherited decades ago may become worth several times more in the future because of increasing media values and fan demand. York's strategy also benefits from diversification. American football and European football operate in different markets, with different audiences and different business structures. This reduces dependence on one sport or one country. His sports interests can therefore reach millions of fans across North America and Europe. The financial formula is strong teams, large audiences, higher revenue, growing franchise values, long-term wealth creation. York's career demonstrates that sports ownership is not simply about managing teams. It is about owning valuable assets, building strong brands, and creating businesses that can continue growing over many years. The key lesson is simple: invest in valuable assets, diversify across markets, and think long-term. Jed York's career demonstrates how education, opportunity, responsibility, and long-term thinking can create lasting success. York entered professional sports through his family connection to the San Francisco 49ers. That gave him an unusual opportunity, but opportunity alone could not guarantee success. He still had to learn how a major sports organization works. His education at the University of Notre Dame, where he studied finance and history, helped him develop a foundation for understanding business, management, and financial decisions. After joining the family organization, York gradually accepted greater responsibilities. In 2008, he became CEO of the 49ers, taking control of important business decisions while still relatively young. This was a major challenge. Managing an NFL franchise requires more than understanding football. It involves employees, players, coaches, sponsors, media companies, stadium operations, fans and millions of dollars in revenue and expenses. York's career demonstrates the importance of learning continuously. Instead of treating the 49ers only as a football team, he helped develop the organization as a broader entertainment and business brand. The development of Levi Stadium was an important part of that strategy. The stadium created additional opportunities through premium seating, hospitality, sponsorships, events, and other commercial activities. Then York's ambitions expanded beyond the NFL through 49ers Enterprises. The organization became involved in European football, including Leeds United and Rangers. This international expansion demonstrated a willingness to think beyond one market. American football provided access to the huge North American sports economy, while European football opened opportunities across international markets. York eventually became the principal owner of the 49ers in 2024, representing another major stage in his career. His journey can therefore be summarized as: learn the business, take responsibility, build valuable assets, expand internationally, create long-term value. The most important lesson is that success in sports is not only about winning games. Winning is important because it attracts fans and creates attention, but a successful sports organization also needs strong management and a sustainable business model. Teams must develop valuable brands, create commercial partnerships, manage expenses, and invest in infrastructure. York's career shows how these elements can work together. A strong sports brand attracts fans. Fans create demand. Demand creates revenue. Revenue can support further investment. Investment can increase the value of the organization. This creates a long-term cycle of growth. York's story also demonstrates the importance of thinking beyond the present. Instead of focusing only on the next season, his career has involved stadium development, franchise growth, and international sports investments. That approach can create value over decades rather than only 1 year. The broader business lesson is simple: build something valuable, protect it, invest in it, expand it, create long-term value. Jed York's legacy is therefore connected not only to football results but also to the development of a larger sports business. His journey shows that when education, responsibility, strategic investment, and long-term thinking come together, an opportunity can become a much larger career and business empire.